Greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome back to Paper Mario. You'll notice that I'm going into this fight with Goombario because, damn it, he matters. I haven't even leveled him up.
I was gonna say, I thought your whole thing was that you didn't care about Goombario.
Well, see, okay, here's the thing. I was planning on leveling up Goombario, but I was planning on doing him last. Just, kind of for the closure or something. But I missed the last level up block. I don't know where it is. So I got here and I'm like, oh, I never leveled him up. Whoops. Oh well. His head block will have to do.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, it's a Mario Party minigame now.
Not Mario Party! I like friendships!
I think it's a 3v1. And the one has the advantage.
But there are, like, 2, 4, oh. No, yeah, there are 5 people here! Wait, Goombario's not people, never mind. It's 3v1.
I was gonna say, at least one of them doesn't count. Oh, jeez.
Alright. Yeah, I remember a time during my first playthrough. I think I've lost this fight during the first phase where you can't win before. Because I was just that bad. Because I had legitimate problems with Bowser at first. And, I
had legitimate problems with you, and I still do.
Yeah, never stop telling me if
no problem.
like I'll know that I'm doing something wrong if you start to like me. Oh shit! I didn't actually mean to insult you just now. I just wanted to maintain our dynamic because it's all I know.
Yeah.
I'm disbanding the channel.
You're not in charge. God, what? Brian,
the fan always wins.
Do you not have another song to use?
That's the second super intense air guitar song that I used.
The second.
There are only 2. And it's perfect. The symmetry, the intensity. It all
It's
just
like poetry.
works.
It rhymes.
Yeah, because all poetry rhymes.
Except for the
Right,
poems
Ryan, I'm making
that
fun
don't.
of George Lucas.
You are?
Yes, that's the thing
Well-
he says about the prequels.
Why is the
Oh.
star glitching through her shoulder?
Oh, because he doesn't have a physical form. But I stand by what I said. All poetry has to rhyme, otherwise it's not poetry. Obviously. Which means Shakespeare is not poetry, unless he rhymes, which he does sometimes.
I mean, he was a playwright, so...
Plays can be poetry. Maybe. What do I look like, an English person?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay. Wait a minute, what's that supposed to be? Am I not literate enough for you?
You said, do you look like an English person? No, not really. You're not, like, really skinny. You don't have a big nose. You're not super scrawny and super pale. So, no.
Oh. That's actually, I'm actually fine with that. Okay, I'm sorry I got so worked up. I just...
And also, you can't read.
Ah! No, that pretty much is a very significant data point, I will admit.
Yep, there is that.
Thousand Year Door is better because you actually get to fight Cammy.
This is kind of a fight. She gets hurt, and you get hurt, and...
Ryan, this is an interactive cutscene.
No, it's a quick time event.
That would be.
Where you have infinite time for the button presses.
Okay, Brian, I was literally going to make that joke, and before I did, I was like, wait, it's not a quick time event, because that literally is just an interactive cutscene. Oh no, one attack didn't work. That means they don't work.
That means all of my attacks don't work. I guess I better throw away this gun.
I guess I better just sit here and let him smack me in the face.
Yep.
Well, it's his turn. It's his turn, alright? You can't go outside of your turn. That's how this works.
You gotta follow Kabuki rules.
If this was an action RPG, you could.
Yeah, but then everybody would just be attacking everybody at the same time.
Yeah,
Chaos.
and there'd be way too many particle effects on the screen.
Crash the game. Of course, that's what we want and expect.
Why do they do that? Why do they put so many particle effects on the screen? It's just nonsense. It doesn't look cool.
More, Austin. That's the philosophy.
It's like the new Star Wars movies when they have a space battle. There's too much.
Yeah, no.
I can't
scene
register, and it's just noise.
Like, and I didn't know this. The scene in Rise of Skywalker where all the rebellion ships come at the end, they reuse ships quite a bit in that, and I'm like, I learned that, I'm like, well, no shit. I don't know how I didn't, like, just assume that, but it's just too much. like, what the hell?
Yeah.
The scale is too grand. Let's dial it back, please.
To be fair, the prequels did that too, but those are ugly at the same time.
Well, I mean, like the side. Let's talk like Revenge of the Sith, like that opening scene in the beginning with the space navies. There were a lot of ships there, but it was still like believable that a space navy would be, that big, and it wasn't like a ship every 2 inches. Like I don't even know how they flew there in the first fucking place. They crashed into each other.
It wasn't a Transformers movie.
Say what?
It wasn't a Transformers movie, is what you're saying.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Oh, but Jesus Christ. But here's a question for you, Austin. I don't know if Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, has ever come up before, so I'm curious. Which do you like less? The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker?
The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Ariel, you can answer too. I kind of care about your opinion.
I literally watched Force Awakens and gave up.
Okay, alright. Way to eject before things got rough.
I mean, to be fair, we've already heard my opinion on wanting Disney to fail.
Right, yeah, no.
And
yeah,
also...
they're too big for that to happen, but...
No, it can happen. They are not immune to failure. That's why I want them to fail, because they think they can't. They think they can just shovel the same shit out every year. Just rehash, and people will still buy it. I want them to see that isn't true.
It kind of is true, though.
That's the issue. That's why I'm trying to convince more people to join the cause. Don't buy
the
Disney
industry's
Plus.
the exact same way, Ariel. It's true.
The cult of Disney is strong, but I am going against it. Join
No,
me.
I would go against it, but Sarah keeps dragging.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but your wife is part of the problem.
Why are you bonking with Goombario?
Challenge mode! The Goombario helped run percent. Goombario helped percent.
Well, I mean, if you leveled him up, he'd do damage.
Yeah, but I forgot to do that, so...
Okay, but for real, why don't you have literally anyone else out?
Because Goombario percent. Now I just want to see if I can do it.
But you're just dragging it out.
Yeah, but if I do
Why are you even performing the action command to make the second bonk if it won't do anything?
Practice.
Why is Goombario presenting his anus to me?
Well, it hurts. He wants you to Don't look
It's
at
like,
it. See what's wrong.
he's going into labor.
Oh my god!
Push,
trying to
Goombario,
burn
push!
I was just trying to get rid of this unholy abomination.
You know, that's why I didn't block.
How do Goombas even? Because like their lower bodies are so small and their upper bodies are so big.
I
so
mean,
how do
they're
they
fungus, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh.
but last I checked, fungus don't walk around.
Yeah, but they do
And they don't have
reproduce with
faces.
spores and shit, so...
Yeah, but they also don't physically eat with a mouth and teeth.
Except for that one mushroom.
Except I'm pretty sure you're full of shit.
Maybe.
You're literally just saying words.
No. I have a point to the words.
You know, I was gonna ask, have we ever actually seen a Goomba eat, though? And we do in Thousand Year Door. Because the partners can use items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Goombella jumps up and down.
Game's too
She
easy.
doesn't actually
Zero.
eat it, she just kind of jumps up and down.
Game's too easy. 0 out of 10. Paper Mario 64 is better.
What are you talking about? This is a baby game.
It's not super, but
Fucking
the
get your
partners can't.
pacifier, start sucking like a fucking baby bottle of warm milk. Fucking.
Wow. That was an
Okay.
exceptionally long babble sentence.
Okay, but we can at least give it the credit that it doesn't just assume after you fail more than one time that you need the game to do it for you.
Okay, Resident Evil 3 Remake does that.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
come on.
really?
Come
If you
on.
die like 2 or 3 times to like a boss or anywhere, it's all like, do you want to lower the difficulty to assisted mode because you're a big stupid diaper baby?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Those are the exact words in the text.
Oh man, that localization team
Nemesis is
deserves
sitting
a
there
raise.
pointing his finger at you, taunting.
See, they still do it though. So, you know, only half points. You know, I'd expect that shit from Nintendo, but not whatever studio developed Resident Evil.
Okay, so do you prefer that kind of shit where when you die too much it's like, you're dumb, you wanna make it easier? Or do you prefer the Resident Evil 4 approach where the game will scale its difficulty depending on how good you are?
No, I don't want that. I want to be able to choose the difficulty.
Yeah, I
at the
prefer
beginning.
the giving more hints every time you die approach. Like, hey, have you tried, you know, using the handgun instead of the shotgun? Or some shit. That's not a good example, but...
Have you tried shooting it?
Because usually,
I'm sure that will lead to
the
a
first
solution.
thing I do if I'm dying too much at the same spot is I fucking look up what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Like with the first or in Resident Evil 7, where he's in the car, or once he gets in the car, in that boss battle, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? He just runs me over.
Is there a car that I missed that I picked
To be
up?
fair, that's just a poorly designed boss fight.
Yeah, Brian, the solution is that on the workbench are the keys to the car that you're supposed to grab before he gets into it.
Oh, come on. That's fucking obvious, guys. Come on.
I mean, you can still beat him before that, but... I mean, after that, but, like...
It's not easy at that
It's
point.
so hard.
Brian, I like how you were talking about having difficulty with this fight in the past tense and then you died.
Okay, but that's only because I'm going for Goombario health percent.
For
Right.
no good reason.
Because he's out, and he needs to... Oh, you know what? I think this is when I switch partners. Because I remember switching partners. The bullshit healing did it for me. Yep! I give up. Run's lost. I don't know why I'm lingering on sushi though.
So Ariel, apparently Resident Evil 8 is supposed to come out next year.
Huh.
So I thought they were rebooting the whole series.
I kind of thought they were too.
But I guess not.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they did.
So,
But at the same time, I don't want them to touch 4, but they are anyway.
like,
Have we seen any footage from that?
is it
Ariel, what were you
continuing
saying?
from 7? Is 7 tying into 6 now? Like,
I don't think 6... They're trying to pretend 6 doesn't exist.
a little bit, but there is
That's kind of why they made 7 take place in the middle of nowhere.
But, I mean, Chris does just show up at the end.
Yes, with an umbrella helicopter, which is confusing.
Yes.
How much you want to bet they did that without planning it out what was going to happen after?
It's not impossible.
Why
I
am
guess we know
doing
why
this?
you were focused on sushi so much.
But why? This isn't necessary.
But Brian, you have water block.
And it broke!
You took damage anyway.
No!
And we can see that past Brian was very taken aback by that. Because of the pause before continuing.
I was like, why am I even bothering? Like, there are two elements to that were problematic. Okay, the first was I didn't expect water block to be that dinky. Like, I thought it'd take me at least 2 or 3. And then I didn't expect it to just blow it away. Because why would I expect that?
Is he gonna heal?
Because it's a boss battle.
I can use status
Is he
shit.
gonna heal?
No. Thank God. I've had him heal like
Aw.
5 times in one fight. It's ridiculous. Thank God.
Lame.
Thank God Peach Beam doesn't take any star power because Jesus Christ.
You think Bowser just wouldn't bother?
Yeah, you'd think that.
Right.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm mad at him, so I want to use the strongest attack I
Oh
have.
my god.
And it still only does 5.
If only you had done that sooner. Like, you know, turn 1.
Of course I always defeat you. I'm the one who can jump. But I can jump too. Not as high!
I don't know, Bowser always wins Mario Party.
Yeah,
Really?
that's true.
I normally see Wario.
Well, since Bowser has no friends, then he can't lose any. So he always comes
Yeah.
out on top. Wooby wooby wooby. You'd think that sound would get super annoying.
Guys, should we like move away from these repeated lightning strikes?
I don't know.
Okay,
they're
I
pretty,
gotta
man.
say, I once had lightning strike like 20 feet away from me, and it was fucking terrifying. So them just
Oh.
standing there calmly is bullshit.
Yo, I was so close to lightning once that I heard the light.
Wow, did he cut
Hey,
out
wait.
for you too, or was it just me?
Damn it! No. I said one time I was by an open window and I saw this flash and I heard the flash. Now obviously I didn't hear the light. My brain just registered the giant flash as like sound in some way. And then nothing. And I'm like, what the hell was that? And then, oh my god, explosion! I was on the floor.
Dude, okay, when the lightning struck, first of all, I literally screamed. Like,
Yep, me
an
too.
actual high-pitched scream, which I didn't think I could do. And 2, it was a crack. Like,
Yep.
the lightning itself was a crack.
Were you outside at the time, or?
It was pouring rain. We were at the campsite, and we were about to leave the covered shelter to go into the cabin, and it struck in front of us.
Oh, shit!
Which is part of why I screamed, because, you know, we're trying to get into the cabin before anything happens. And then the lightning's just like,
it's too late.
hey, bitch, what's up? And
But
it doesn't
couldn't
help that, you know, one of the guys who runs the LARP still has a bunch of metal shrapnel in him. So, you know, clearly he's a lightning rod.
Yes, because that's how it works.
It's obviously how it works. He's tall and he is metal. That's how it works.
Sounds okay. But hey, at least if it struck in front of you before, it can't do it again, right? That's not how it works at all.
No, it really isn't. That's a logical fallacy.
It's not even a fallacy, it's just wrong.
Well, it's called the I'm pretty sure it's the gambler's fallacy.
Wait, it is?
Because...
Oh, shit! I know I see what you mean now! Because the probability of it striking any one spot is so low, the assumption that if it strikes one spot, that it won't strike that spot again, even though every individual trial is equally likely.
I might be switching it, because the gambler's fallacy is the idea that if you lose enough times, eventually you're going to win, because, obviously, the more you try, the more times you have of winning. So it's kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah, it might be a variant or something related, but no, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's a fallacy because the chances are the same regardless of how many times you've done it.
Right. Did you know that same principle? If you flip a coin 100 times, the probability of it being half heads and half tails is exactly the same as the probability of all of them being heads or all of them being tails.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Yeah, I learned that and I'm like, huh, I never thought about it like that, but it's totally true. Bunch of independent trials with the same probability. In fact, every single possible sequence, which I think is like 2 to the 100th power, has the exact same probability. So, that's pretty neat, I would say.
Okay, so how is there a 36th part?
Oh, the credits are long.
Are we?
Did you make a part just for the credits?
And the epilogue. Hi. It's important.
Can we just like end it?
But the credits. There's more dialogue.
I'm being like serious. Can we just like not?
No. I spent time on it. Therefore, we do it. So says I, the unofficial boss, who actually has no authority and knows it.